As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight, we ride a finish to Week 12 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks.
No.
Up to the 42. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
He finds his target, Allen. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Herbert now. And his throw is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Herbert throwing again. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Mills. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. The Vikings had 8-3 now. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Mills.
Oh my God,
this is
man.
going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six.
I didn't fucking hit. Oh, man.
By that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They
come up that edge.
Not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Mills on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
Oh, 2 pick fucking sixes. Come on, man.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And some room to work. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mills. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And
Pistol, crazy.
And they take possession
Fucking
2 yards
crazy.
away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man downfield is Duvernay. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. The tight end Henry here in motion. And he'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, it's Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here as they got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to get with the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Ooh, the juke. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Our first down throw for Mills. This one, oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and picked up by the Chargers.
This shit is so crazy. Man, they doing nothing on offense. Hit me with a fucking sub safety with no hit power.
We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner,
Shit's
is help
crazy.
the team what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
What don't make no sense, man.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills, able to avoid him. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They've moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Walker.
Let's go, man. 3 turnovers on defense. Like, come on, man. Shit, wait.
Kenneth Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Vikings get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The tight end Henry here in motion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. .38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Of the gun, Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Herbert on first down now, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
And we saw that advantage right there.
An attempt at a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those.
Boy, those niggas coming, boy. God damn.
They do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest.
I mean, I ran a fucking string play.
Not one that they can't manage. Off the play fake, Mills. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll try for the first with Walker. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Mills. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he will have a Vikings first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. In motion comes the tight end left. From the gun, it's Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Mills now looks to throw on first down. He completes this to Walker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing, Mills. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Mills' throw pulled in by Marshall. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 10 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
3 turnovers on all defense, man. Shit bad. He got 1 touchdown on fucking offense. Not really doing shit.
Deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
I can get my fumble though, man. Come on, man. Know who that is?
Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Shit crazy.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Herbert.
That's a pick! Come on!
A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Oh, this is crazy!
Reception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the air again, Herbert.
Come on! Get somebody pick it off!
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating.
Corner route throwing ass nigga. Look at ass, man.
He just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And all the way inside.
Dropping pigs, all type of shit.
They drop him. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Pass over the middle.
This is so fake.
Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger.
Fucking fake. Dropping picks. Dropping picks. Come on, man.
Rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Up the middle, Nwangu.
No way, he's catching him.
7 out of it, and he also gets a first. they'll go right back to the Wazoo to the 43, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record.
These bitches right here on the outside is irritating. I'm not
One
gonna.
quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
I seen that nigga too, boy.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. On play action, Mills. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Mills, 4th down, gotta have it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Asante. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Herbert off of play action. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That nigga be locking the fuck
Here,
up.
and obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
Oh my, look at the shit, man.
He let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Nice back to
Shit crazy.
They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's complete, it's Palmer. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Again, Herbert. That one thrown away from the pocket. And the officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to...
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Devin Duvernay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Our first down throw for Mills.
There's no way. Like, that shit's fake. The shit went through my nigga. Bro, I tell you, man, this game is ass as fuck.
7 interceptions between last week and
shit's so fucking ass, man.
And I saw the
Look at this shit.
right on his
We don't fucking quit playing, man.
I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are and hopefully they can correct them.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, a released in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have 11-0 in their sights as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's crazy. Three defensive turnovers fucked me up, man.
Their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mills.
No, low-ass nigga.
The tight end Hawkinson. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mills. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They're going to pass here with Herbert.
That's not a pick, though. That's not a pick, though.
A lot of force.
That's not a pick, though. Weak ass shit.
It's 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. That's taken in by Duvernay.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Herbert now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Mills. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Mills on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown.
Oh, my God.
Their totals. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. To the right side, this is Walker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.